What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Young Phillip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, I would like for y'all to click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, make sure y'all click that subscribe button, but make sure y'all click that bell so y'all can be notified, don't miss any of my videos. Originally was gonna be what happened with BET, but I ended up uploading it a day before, which was yesterday. So today's video will be me doing an episode review on the Boondocks. And this episode is A Date with the Health Inspector, episode 5, season 1. By the way, before we get started, let's begin. It all starts with Tom having this dream of him going to prison, and he ends up getting his manhood took. And we end up going back to when he was 10 years old, of why he has a fear of going to prison and getting his manhood took. He vowed to never steal, never smoke weed, do any illegal downloading, or break the speed limit. So he turned out to be a really good attorney or prosecutor. So therefore, all of a sudden, he ends up getting falsely arrested for something that he didn't even do. And we go to the news. A guy was killed over a video game of Madden 06. And his daughter, Jasmine, shows up to the Freeman house, distraught and upset that her dad didn't come and pick her up. He ends up calling the Freeman house. He talks to Riley first. He's like, "Can you put your brother on? It's an emergency." And Riley's like, "What's the emergency?" He's like, "I'm in jail." And Riley laughs at this and tells him not to drop the soap. And Huey comes in after Riley hang up the phone and was like, "Who's that?" And then a phone ring, and it's Tom again. And Riley like, "I thought you only get one phone call in jail." He's like, "Who's this?" He's like, "Huey, I got arrested. You gotta get me out of here. They say I fit the description, and I think it's because I'm black, Huey." He's like, "They'll violate you in jail. That's what they're gonna do to you. And you're not in jail, you're in holding." And then Tom explains to him that if they don't bring in the real killer, he will be on a bus that night, and he'll be going to jail. He'll end up having to see a judge on Monday. And then when Huey was like, "The real killer? Nigga, I'm 10. How am I supposed to find the real killer?" So he ended up getting Ed Winslet III, and then G and Rummy. And man, oh man, this is going to be a real hard one. You got Jen and Rummy deciding to pull guns on people, trying to figure out who did what, while Huey was doing things in a well manner, getting answers from people that was like witnesses of the Xbox killer. Riley drew the description of the Xbox killer, while Rummy and Ed Winslet III were whooping niggas' asses and robbing niggas for their chains and shit. Before they can even venture off to find the real Xbox killer, alongside of having directions, they decided to take a little quick trip to this little mini mart. They tried to steal the beer, and then they pulled a gun out on the guy that was behind the register. He was like, "You thinking of the Korean store?" They tried shooting the dude, and then a group of guys came out of the back with guns, shooting, looking like some fucking terrorists and shit. And then Huey was like, "Of course they shooting back. You robbing their store." And need I remind you, this does not have anything to do with the original plan. After the shootout is over, the three people the guy that owned the little mini mart, including the two people that came out from the back and tried to shoot Rummy and Ed Once to the Third, all three of them were arrested. And Ed and Rummy were looked at as heroes. They eventually caught the Xbox killer before he can strike again. And Tom vowed to sue the police department for falsely arresting him for absolutely no fucking reason. And that's the end of the 5th episode of the Boondocks. If y'all haven't seen this episode of the Boondocks, I advise y'all to go look it up. Go check it out. I'd like to say thank y'all for tuning in to today's video. Make sure y'all click that like button down below, give it a thumbs up, and make sure y'all click that subscribe button, but make sure y'all click that bell so y'all can be notified. Don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to add me on my social media at YoungPhilip_00. That's my Instagram, my Snapchat at Ryan361005, my TikTok at YoungPhilip00. That being said, I'm out.